Hi, welcome to my channel, Rohit Speaks. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about is how do we get drunk while drinking alcohol, or what is that, why and how ethanol or the alcohol affects your brain and you feel that buzz or high when you drink alcohol. So before I start the video, I want to give that disclaimer that this video does not promote drinking. This is just trying to explain what happens and how you get drunk and what happens when you ingest alcohol. So even if you partake in alcohol, please drink responsibly and please be careful when you drink. Do not drive, do not function your any critical things. Be safe. So with that, let's get into the video. So how do you get drunk or buzzed is basically in drinking alcohol, the alcohol which you drink, the component of alcohol is ethanol, which makes you get drunk, which is the safest form of alcohol, which lets you, safest being, which does not cause poisoning. Again, alcohol is not good for you. You should not be having too much of that because it leads to a lot of issues. But let me explain you what happens when you ingest alcohol. So first thing first, you drink it, it goes through your mouth, through your food pipe, goes to your stomach, which is right here, then goes into your gut or your small intestine where it is absorbed into the blood, and from that blood it is now alcohol is in your bloodstream. Part of it goes to liver, where liver has an enzyme called alcoholic dehydrogenase, which basically converts your alcohol into acetate and acetyl coenzyme, which goes back and gets excreted out. But liver cannot so if you're drinking like a, let's say, if I say 100 molecules of alcohol gone in, liver will process 30 or maybe 40, depending on how good your liver is functioning, how much alcoholic dehydrogenase enzyme it is making. Okay. So out of that 30 or 40 is used by liver, excreted and removed. But that rest of it is actually in your blood and it's gonna go through your blood-brain barrier and reach to your brain. And if you keep, so what happens first is it will affect your forebrain, which is your motor functions. You'll start becoming dizzy. Second, if there is too much alcohol, keep going. The second, it will start altering your emotional. Basically, people get emotional. You start thinking you're apologizing or whatever it is starts happening. Third is it affects your rate, your body, your temperature, and that's where your blackout kind of happens. So 2 and 3 is the stage where you drink too much of it. So basically, remember, if you drank 100, 40 is the liver is trying, 30 is liver is trying to remove that. The rest of it is going to your brain. And if you start flooding that, you will start losing control because alcohol goes to your brain and brain has to pass nerve signals and alcohol inhibits that. So that's why you become a little loose if you drink a little bit. So let's say you ingested 50, 30 is removed by liver, 20 has gone to your brain. It's good. It's at stage 1. But if you keep drinking, stage 2 starts you becoming emotional, or your balance is starting again going away. And lastly, your body rate, your temperature will start dropping, and that is just acute. Your brain will think you're drinking too much, something is wrong, it will black out. It will cut off everything and it will let you sleep so your liver and your blood can recirculate and remove that alcohol from your system. If it is not able, it will try to, if there is too much in your stomach, it will try to make you vomit. So that's how this works. So ethanol, when it crosses, it is in your blood and it crosses the blood-brain barrier. It affects your forebrain, then the midbrain, and then the backbrain. Okay, forebrain has your motor functions, your decision-making skills. Midbrain has your emotional skill or emotional attitude, and last is actually your auto-functional. So that's the problem you will have it. You go to blackout. Now, I remember ethanol is the drinking alcohol, the one which is safe for you. There are other forms of alcohol which causes poisoning. One of them is methanol, other one is ethylene glycol. Ethylene glycol is the alcohol in your wind washer fluid, okay? Same enzyme in your liver will digest that alcoholic dehydrogenase, alcohol dehydrogenase, okay? They will convert. The acetaldehyde, acetic acid, acetyl, they are safe. They will pass through your system. Formaldehyde will form formic acid, which is not safe. It is very toxic to your body. And if this formic acid goes to your brain, it will affect your sight, okay? Methanol is causing you blindness because the formaldehyde and formic acid, they affect your ocular area and it affects your neurons, which gives you sight. So it will lead to blindness. Ethylene glycol forms glycolic acid and oxalic acid. Again, these two are very toxic. It will lead to your heart issues. And if you consume that too much, your heart will not be able to pump and you will have this kind of a heart attack if you consume a lot of ethyl alcohol. So people in areas where economic conditions are not that great, they mix these things. They assume that people won't know, but these are poisonous. They will cause you issues. So ethanol is the one which is safe. Methanol and ethylene glycol is not. And there is a test which is available. It's a dye test, and it turns basically green if it has methanol. If it is ethanol, it turns orange or red. And if it is a mixture of if it is a different alcohol isopropanol, they will separate these two dyes. So it's a quick check to make sure there is nothing yet for ethylene. Ethylene glycol is not that much used, but I'm just giving this for information. And this you can find in chemistry tests and all of those. You can find this and to test what kind of alcohol you have, or ask your institutions in your research institution. They will have it to confirm. Usually this should be done by government agencies where the liquors are being sold, which is homemade liquors are being sold. They should do these tests before it is released to public. That's a general guideline, but people don't do it. Hopefully they do. So whenever you drink responsibly, drink enough. If you can refrain from drinking, that's better. That's always the best. But if you are into it, drink responsibly. Now, this is the chart I just wanted to show you to show that what is the equality of drinking, okay? If you drink a 12 ounce means 250 ml of beer is almost as the same as drinking same amount of malt liquor, five, but that same beer is 5 ounce. 5 ounce means 150 ml of wine is same as a 12 ounce of beer. So these are the comparisons. So going to your higher liquors, which is 1.5 FL, this is like 30 ml. 30 ml is same as one can of beer. Okay, so these are the comparisons. So never go above your required limit. Know your limits and drink responsibility. Okay. So with that, hopefully I was able to explain how you get buzzed or drunk and what happens and what stages of drunkenness you get. So with that, I will switch off this video. And again, I would like to tell you, do not partake in drinking, but if you are, please drink responsibly. With that, I'll switch off this video and see you on next one. Bye for now.